The temperature is bitterly cold. It is minus 12 degrees here, but people are packing this square. They are determined to stand their ground. If I move out of the way, you can see what is happening down at the southern entrance to this square. Down there are hundreds of riot police. They arrived here shortly after midnight. We believe that what we're looking at there are Interior Ministry troops. They have all of their kit on them. They have their long shields out, helmets on, visors down. They have been standing there in this close pack formation for many hours now, shield to shield. They are pressed right up against the entrance to that square in their black helmets. Looking back at them out of the square are the orange hard hats of the protesters. They are nose to nose at the front there. What separates them are the barricades. They are pretty rudimentary defences that the protesters have built across this entrance to the square. They're made out of oil drums, planks of wood, barbed wire, whatever they could find. They have been reinforcing them as best as they can, but they know that in the face of a sustained assault by the riot police, they will count for very little. They are emboldened, though, by the fact that they are still here. When this happened, it was very tense in the square. People were convinced that this was it now, that the riot police were going to sweep through, were going to forcibly clear this area. Calls were going out from the stage for people to stay calm, to go to the barricades. There were prayers being said inside the square. 7 hours on, the protesters are still there. The police have moved from the northern end of the square down towards them. They've cleared some of the barricades leading towards the protesters, but this central area of Independence Square, the area they call Maidan here, is still very much in the hands of the protesters. Their tent camp still stands. They believe they are in control of that area. They are still rallying, bizarrely, in the centre of it, on that stage. They are still making political speeches. They have been singing songs. Some of the Orthodox priests who are amongst the crowd have been blessing them. They are staging what amounts to a political rally in the centre of this cordon of riot police, and they are calling on fellow citizens now to wake up, to come to this square. They say that they will not stand for this, that they are not prepared to compromise now. They are calling for the resignation of the president and of his government, and they are warning the authorities in stark terms. They say today we are thousands, yesterday we were hundreds. By tomorrow, so that will be later today, we will be millions. They believe they can mobilise large numbers of people onto the streets here to respond to what is happening. And the longer this goes on, the longer that the police are in the standoff, the greater danger from their point of view that more people will answer that call, and we can see them coming here to the square to stand with their colleagues to defend not just this square, but the idea that, which, to recap the background for those who have not been with us overnight, is that this started as a protest over an EU trade deal. It has become about the direction of this country, the leadership of their presidency, and they are standing there now, they believe, defending Ukraine, defending the direction in which this country is travelling, and defending their basic rights and freedoms.